The most rewarding part of my job, from my perspective, is dealing with members of the public, people who find themselves enmeshed in the criminal justice system, rarely by choice. To be able to make the system understandable to members of the public who were victims of crime, who were witnesses, to try and make their involvement as less intrusive and kind of troubling as possible. I have no control over the outcome. I mean, I can do my very best, but I can make members of the public's experience better. Well, when I was a young prosecutor, I had a fantastic opportunity to junior John Hall, who was prosecuting Clifford Olson. And not only was it a great honor, it was an incredible privilege to be able to work with someone like John Hall. And he's one of my mentors, and he taught me a lot about how I approach the work.
When I think of Sandy Cunningham, the first thing that I think about is her enthusiasm. She is a woman who is just a bundle of energy and positivity, and she brings that to everything she does. Sandy has taught advocacy skills and imparted her approach to prosecutions to virtually every prosecutor with less than 12 years experience in this province. And her approach to prosecutions, the absolutely stellar way that she does it, is going to live on in all of those prosecutors and is then going to touch all of the people that they are then working with in the justice system.
Advocacy is the art and skill of presenting evidence in the most effective way in a courtroom. So it's strategy of running a trial, preparation for trial, and it is becoming adept at the skills you need to effectively present evidence. I was mentored when I started working as a prosecutor. I had some fabulous role models, people who taught me not only the skills, but the approach to the job. And so working with young people and sharing my experiences, my knowledge, really is a way of repaying back those experiences, those people who were kind enough and generous enough to share their wisdom and experience with me.
Sandy's influence will stay with us for a very long time in probably two ways. One, she has developed some training programs that are inherently sustainable. They will allow us to continue to teach fundamentals to prosecutors, both new and experienced. But also, as a person, she will be an inspiration for a long time to come. Her legacy is a great foundation of educational programs and also a prosecution legacy as a barrister that functions as a very positive role model for all of the people who came behind her.
Sandy has a passion for life, so her passion for everything that she does is essentially, I would say, contagious. It is in everything that she touches. She brings her very best energy and is focused on developing and creating relationships with people and understanding what makes people tick so that she can develop them in the very best way and their skills.
I feel privileged to have met and worked with Sandy and other prosecutors of Sandy's caliber. She's simply a brilliant person. Despite her position, she remains humble. She has humility and a natural ability to get things done. It's been a pleasure working with her.
For me, the hook for being a trial prosecutor is the opportunity to tell people's stories, to help them tell their stories. Every story is worth telling, and every person who comes before the court to tell either their story or their bit of the story that they saw or heard, they touch me, every single one of them. In terms of my work as a prosecutor, my legacy, I hope, will be that very similar to my dad's motto, anything worth doing is worth doing well. And this work is important, and this work is rewarding.